Hi everyone, Mike here, looking as disheveled as ever. I know, it has been a little bit since I have done a video, and one of the main reasons for that is simply that I had lost content. So, what I mean is that as I'm recording this video a couple weeks ago, I unfortunately made a mistake and ended up deleting about half of the video. It was unrecoverable, and then from there I had a couple issues with my laptop in general. But following that, I still do have some footage, and I'm going to work around a couple of things and talk to the points of the footage I do not have. So, thank you for joining me on my journey to build my PartsCaster. All that being said, besides the issues with the film, I've also had some issues with the guitar itself. So this video is going to focus on changing the pickups and changing the tremolo of the guitar. So, a couple things I did that we no longer have because I lost the footage. One, attach the neck to the guitar. So, coming from the last video, I finished the neck, drilled all the holes, put the tuning pegs, the tuning forks, put everything there, and I had recorded me putting the neck onto the body of the guitar. So, the second thing I did that I'm missing, I wanted to have a black pearl pickguard with white pickups. So I looked on Amazon and bought a pre-wired white pickguard with white pickups. And then I just bought a black pearl pickguard. So then I spent the time, of course, to transfer all the electronics, essentially the humbuckers, the pots, the switch, to the new black pearl pickguard. So the pre-wired pickups only had 3 wires that we need to solder. 1 ground in the back of the guitar, and then a ground and a power to the output jack. So I ran those wires through the body of the guitar, took our black pearl pickguard with our white pickups, put it on and screwed it onto the guitar. So as we come into this video, you'll see I attached the neck to the body, then attached the pickguard to the body. So we have an almost complete guitar. We just need to solder everything together. So let's get right to it. So I had to sand a lot of the tremolo because the tremolo I got was a very nice brass block tremolo, but it didn't really fit. I had to spend a lot of time sanding the hole bigger just so that I can fit the brass block in it. As you see here, I already have the pickups, white pickups and white tone knobs attached to the black pearl pickguard. With the tremolo set, let's screw it in. Now we have to solder the ground and power from the pickups to the body of the guitar. I'll take one of the grounds, solder it to the back of the claw. So, epic focus going on, I know, but we are tinning the wire, coating it a little bit with what we have. So that's going to help us be able to ground this to the claw. We're going to put a little bit of solder as well on the claw to help us. Remember, always heat what you want to solder. Don't heat the solder itself. There we have a pretty good ground. Just for the cable to the side there, we'll have to kind of rearrange things once we put the springs in anyway. Now we need to solder the input jack. So using little microfiber cloths put around where the input jack is. Take again the ground find the correct points, and create a hook around where we're going to solder it. With the wire bit hooked, all we do is heat up the metal. Make contact with a bit of the solder. And there we go. Similarly, we're going to create a hook with the exposed wire, loop it through the little circle, Now that we have the output jack soldered, before we screw it in, we want to make sure that it works and that we soldered everything correctly. If we hear anything. What a great feeling, the guitar is working. Now we're in a good position to start screwing everything back in. We'll screw the pickguard down and we'll screw the output jack in. And we'll turn it over. We already soldered the ground wire, of course. Now we need to connect these springs. It's a pretty big brass block. I'm gonna try with 3 springs. Now the back plate, not 100% necessary, but let me just put it on for aesthetic reasons. I know it really acts more like a dust cover, but I'm going to put it on anyway. And I had to realign it, so I had to drill some new holes. Now let me put some hybrid slinky. Hybrid strings are nice because they give you the nice mix between 9 gauge and 10 gauge strings. So the high E is a 9 gauge, the low E is a 46. Now it is time to bust out our radius tools. The radius of the neck of the guitar is 12 inches, which means that the neck is slightly curved. So we grab the radius tool for that. We do this to ensure that the string heights are even across the curve of the neck. Usually, it is a good thing to measure the high and low E's to make sure they are the correct height and use them as a guide for the radius tool. I like to make sure that the string action is a little high first, so that it is easier to lower the strings onto the radius tool. We'll use our tool to see how straight the neck is. Now it's a little off, so I'm going to tighten the truss rod. As you can see, the tremolo bar I had broke, so I had to order a new one. And it was a bit of a pain because I had to get that little piece of the tremolo bar out. And I used some neat tools I got from Home Depot specifically for extracting broken screws. With our new tremolo bar, we are good to go. Put it in, tighten it, do some quick testing. Now we're going to use this little tool. Again, some epic focus going on, but that has a little chart for the string height. So I'm going to measure the string. I think the Fender standards are 4/64, so let me get it to there. And I'm also going to measure the intonation. I use an open string and the 12th fret to make sure they are the same. Adjust the position of the saddle accordingly. I believe the note is a little flat. Tighten the screw so the saddle goes forward. Next, I measure the pickup height. Again, I try to kind of go with some standards that I found, but as most people know, pickup height should be adjusted so that they sound good. Now, I looked online on the internet for different pickup height recommendations. And though I might have started with, I believe, 3/64, of course I decided to actually play and adjust the pickups like that. So here you see me doing just that. There's a little magic to the pickup heights, but in reality, You just got to make sure that once you're done adjusting, they sound good to you. It was around this time that I noticed a neat sound if I pressed the string down and actually made contact with the pickups. Probably because I have the pickups set up too high, but I thought it sounded neat anyway. This one is a smidge higher. Awesome, so guitar is looking and sounding pretty great actually. Getting the tremolo was really difficult, but it was such a great feeling. After soldering everything, putting the input jack and turning it on and actually hearing sound and stuff come on, that was such an amazing feeling. And apologies again, I really wish I had not lost the video. But I hope my explanation of what we did brought you up to speed at least a little bit. Now that the guitar plays, and we made great progress, there's still something I want to do. The black pearl pickguard I actually did not really like. It didn't end up turning how I really wanted it to. In my head, I saw it a little bit different. I saw it a little bit darker. So I'm thinking, hey, let me just buy a normal black humbucker, single humbucker pickup, right? And let us switch everything through that. One of the reasons I'm thinking about doing that as well is because I lost the content, like I mentioned, about me switching over the pickups and kind of explaining a bit on that as well. So I think even though I've made great progress, the guitar's playable, everything looks really nice. We got the neck on it, plays great, did some pretty fine setting up and everything. I simply don't believe I am done just yet. Simply put, I am just going to change the pickguard. So I'll do that next video. Thanks for watching. I do hope you like and subscribe and all that other YouTube jazz. And don't forget to follow me on Wednesday Club.